What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome to a new NFL season. We're so back, dude. Bro, it's actually week 1 already. I, bro, I can't believe it either. Um, we took a break from our gaming, and we're back. We're back to NFL stuff. Didn't disappear or anything. Not dead. Just, I was on vacation. Got back, and now we're doing NFL stuff. So, I went to a music park here in my state. So, it was pretty cool. A few days. I also went to like a place where they like filmed Shawshank Redemption. It was really fun. But I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to give my picks. I think, yeah, I'm very confident in a lot of games, but yeah, I'd say it's pretty chalk if you just know ball. It's pretty chalk this week. There, yeah, literally. You could say it for a lot of weeks, but like definitely week 1 of all, like a team could get an upset week 1, and then they'll just end up winning like 3 games total the entire season. But it always happens in week 1 though. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of games I think me and you are very confident in. There's like 5 games I could see going 2 ways. Like 5 games I had trouble picking. I actually hesitated to pick a team. But most of them I was I was set in stone who I thought was going to win. So we'll see. You ready, man? We got some new graphics for you guys, new logos, some new uniforms came out, all that good stuff. So yeah, new graphics. Here we go. Cowboys, Eagles, NFL kickoff. Eagles are your Super Bowl champions. They're hosting the NFL kickoff tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. The Eagles, obviously they won the Super Bowl, right? And they're just so much better than the Cowboys compared to last year. And then Micah Parsons, the best defensive player on the Cowboys, got traded. I'm like, this is chalk. What? He went to Packers. He's on the Packers now. Dude, it happened like a few days ago too. It was crazy. I would say they lost their best player. Yeah, I think the Cowboys did. CD Lamb, you could argue, but well, now offense is not going to be a problem for the Cowboys. I could see this be a very high scoring game, but the problem is they have really no defense now. It could be worse. It could be worse than the Bengals at this point. Yeah, I could see like a 40-28 or like 24 to 38, something in that range. But I think it's just so obvious who's winning this. And I will say one more thing. If the Eagles lose this game, they are not winning the Super Bowl. I'm like, if you lose to the Cowboys when they just traded Micah Parsons, what the hell are you doing? They're so common, but kickoff, like that's just a terrible thing. That's a terrible rap. It's a bad rap. They could, but I just don't think that would happen if they lose week 1. I don't think they'd go like 16-1 or anything like that. All right. Let's move on to Friday in Brazil. Kansas City Chiefs versus Los Angeles Chargers. Who you got? Let's find out. I actually did your picks first. I agree. It's not that I don't believe in the Chargers. It's just like I have to see it to believe it. You know, like the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been dominating the AFC West for 10 years now, winning it every single year, every season, and everybody between those seasons is always like, "Oh, the Chargers could challenge them, or the Broncos could." I'm not gonna fucking believe that until I see it. You know, I'm not gonna believe any of that. As much as I hate the Chiefs, I'm not gonna like deny how good they've been. You know, I can't just pick another team. You know, until I see them lose. Honestly, yeah. Even though I could definitely see them losing this game, the refs, bro. I mean. I agree. This could be a lot tighter than Cowboys-Eagles. Completely agree. Yeah. I mean, Chargers definitely have a shot. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. But yeah, I just when in doubt, you have to pick the Chiefs until you see something good from the Chiefs. I could see it's not really an upset to me. This is just two good teams. I just gotta pick the Chiefs week 1. They don't lose in September either. This was the hardest one This was the hardest one for me to pick, dude. And I think this is like these are the two that are gonna battle for the NFC South, like for sure. Yep. Big game. I think this could have huge like implications of who wins the division right off the bat. Like you really like Falcons need to win this game to have some safety net. Oh, you know, because the Bucs have been so dominant. If the Falcons can steal a game from them, that's massive for them to kind of maybe win the division. Yes, I think this would be really close, but it's a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. By the way, this is all Sunday now. We're on Sunday. It's a like a what do I say? It's disappointing that this is a 1 o'clock game because I'd love to watch this. I think this would be one of the closer ones this week. All right, you got Bucks, and I chose Bucks as well. I think it's just Baker. I think it's quarterback. I trust Baker more. Michael Penix has only like 3 games under his belt in the NFL, and it's just a very small sample size. I got to go with the consistency of the Bucks. Even though I could totally see an upset, I might go against that argument in some of these games just because, upsets happen. But I went with this. I went with the Bucks. 1 o'clock. Bengals Browns. Dude. If the Bengals lose another Week 1 game to an inferior team, I might just tweak. I might just start tweaking out. It's been 4 fucking seasons since they've won a Week 1 game, dude. No, they're so bad, and then they play the Bengals, and they just somehow win, and then they have a 4-win season. I hate it, but dude, I'm glad we did something different. The Bengals played their starters in the preseason, almost every game, so that was kind of the belief that if they do that, they won't be as rusty Week 1, and I agree. I think that's a good call. At this point, you shouldn't be afraid of risking injuries. Instead, we should worry about starting 0-2. That's what we should be worried about. So I'm glad they did that, and I think that is going to make a big difference in a team that should not be that good this year. So give me the Bengals. And you went with the Bengals as well. Dude, I'm scared. Dude, every week scares me with this team. We're clear. Yeah, I think Bengals are clearly the better team. They gotta show that week 1 and 2, dude. You wanna know what the record is the last 6 seasons in weeks 1 and 2? 1-11. They have won 1 game in the first 2 weeks in the last 6 seasons. What the fuck are we doing? The hell are we doing? Anyways. They gotta win. Sure, they gotta win eventually, right? They gotta win week 1 eventually. That's also what I'm saying. Everyone's fired up. I got a new graphic here. Under the radar games I think people aren't talking about. They're underrated. This is an underrated good game. I think this would be very close, but no one's talking about that because these are kind of mid-tier bad teams. But I think it'll be a good game, so it's under the radar. They do have Tyreek. And the Colts switched to Daniel Jones instead of Anthony Richardson. I didn't think any of them were good enough, and I would have picked the Dolphins regardless. But I like the Dolphins in this one. Yeah, I could see them winning too. That's what I'm saying. It's an under the radar game because I think it'll be very close. Very close.
All right. Not much to talk here. Hope Tua doesn't get concussion again. Because when Tua's not injured, this team's actually really good. Like, really good. Like week 5. Less than that. Yeah. But like the team is actually like so good. So good when he's healthy. So I just the problem is when he's injured, it's not like the Bengals where they still keep games close. It's where they literally score 3 points a game. Yeah, they get destroyed. They get destroyed when Tua's gone. So, and the Colts, I think, have had just a very subpar team every year. They're not mid. They're just less than mid every season, in my opinion. Like they're just, I don't see any superstars on the team. I don't like their quarterback. Daniel Jones could be better than AR at this point. But it is Daniel Jones. This is why it's a close game, because you can't trust Tua's health, and you can't trust Daniel Jones playing the game at all. Like throwing the ball. Dude, this might be like a low... count me in for low scoring, honestly. I would take the under in this game. Maybe we should call this under the radar because it's hitting the under as well. This is going to be low scoring. All right. We talked about this game enough. Panthers, Jaguars. I'm trusting the team that I've seen more from. That I've seen a lot more promise from the past years. And they don't blue ball me. No pun intended, because they're blue. I'm going with the Jags. And I like Travis Hunter as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a few years ago they went 2-15. Wait, which team? Yeah, Panthers went 2-15, and then they went 5-12, I think. So they're improving. They're improving. I guess so. I mean, I predicted them to go I think 7-10 this year, but I'm counting on. I'm going Jags. Simply because I think they're just gonna have a better season than the Panthers, and I I like Travis Hunter more. I like that draft pick. I trust Trevor Lawrence more than Bryce Young at the moment. But I wouldn't be surprised if Panthers win this. I wouldn't be surprised. Alrighty. Raiders, Patriots. What are you talking about? Hey, man, if you saw my predictions, I think the Raiders are going to be pretty good this year. I really like their team. Yeah. No, they went like 4-13. But I like they got a really good draft prospect. They got a new quarterback, Geno Smith, who was with the Seahawks, who had a consistent team. They still have Brock Bowers, who's a top 3 tight end in the league. Worried about the receivers, but they got a decent defense as well. So I think they're going to have a pretty good year. Pretty good. Like, I think they're going to have more than 4 wins. That kind of thing. Patriots, a lot of hype around them. I do like... well, they're excited about Drake May, second year. And they're excited about the coach that they got, Mike Vrabel. Chris Gonzalez is a good... Dude, this is a close game, honestly. Is this under the radar? Nope. But you picked Raiders. I should have put this under the radar. Because this is... they got good, like, positional players at the same positions. You know what I mean? Like, they got one, like, superstar defensive player... And they got a good receiver. Oh, yeah. Patriots have Stephon Diggs as well. And Raiders got Pete Carroll, the Seahawks coach. They have a new coach. They have a new fucking staff. There's a lot to look forward to the Raiders. So I agree. I think I got the Raiders on this one. It's another game I could see the Patriots win. But I was not hesitant in picking the Raiders. Like, I just picked them instantly. I like their potential. I think they have a higher ceiling than the Patriots this year. I think that might be a hot take. I think they have a higher ceiling, though. Alrighty. I think Mike Vrabel, it's going to take some time to get the Patriots roster. I think it'll take another year. That's why I don't think they're going to be that good instantly. As some people have them making the playoffs right this year. I'm like, I don't know about that. We'll see. There's some good teams in the AFC, man. Cardinals and Saints. Now, I'm going to be real. I think the Saints are going to be the worst. Saints are going to be the worst team in the league this season. Because they started 2-0. And they were scoring 50 points a game. Because they scored 50 points. Dude, they scored 56 against the Panthers, and then they scored like 52 against the Cowboys. Like, they were going nuclear. Yeah, and then they like ended 4-13, which is insane to start 2-0. Like I said, they could win week 1, and they could finish like 3-14. Week 1 is so hard because, like, you could see these teams winning just off the fact of the history, you know? I got Cardinals, though. They're just a much better team. Much better team. You trust Kyler Murray more than Tyler Schaff or Spencer Rattler, whoever the fuck they have. You trust their wide receivers more. I could see Chris Olave over Marvin Harrison, but give him another year. He'll be good. The team is just way more proven. There's just so many holes, so many question marks on the Saints. It could be a really bad year for them. They might be the worst team. They might have the number 1 pick this season. That's all I got. All right. This is under the radar. Yep. This is a great game. That's what I'm telling you, man. I think Jets are our worst. Jets are our worst mid. They're like always the same team every year, but they're like worse in record. But Steelers are. That's what I'm saying. Like if they're both just kind of in the same spot in like power rankings, then it's going to be a good game, right? Yeah. That's my opinion. Also, dude, there's a lot of narrative to this game. Aaron Rodgers was just on the Jets, and Justin Fields, the quarterback of the Jets, was just on the Steelers. So this is like a double revenge game. It's a double revenge game. This shit's awesome. I would love to watch this. Yep, these are all Sunday. I don't remember. Let me look it up real quick. I don't remember like where the 4 o'clock games start. Let me see here. NFL.com. You got anything to say about any of these teams? Any of these teams? This is the one. Go ahead.
Simply because, I don't think the Steelers are going to go. I think the Steelers are going to go hot later in the season. That's what they usually do. They usually start off
or they start hot and then die, like last season.
They start hot in the middle of the season, but it just kind of fall apart. They kind of lose 3 or 4 games.
Okay, we're still in 1 o'clock. Still in 1 o'clock window. All right, so all those games have been 1 o'clock that I've listed so far. So you remember when I said I'd go against my argument in some of these games because of upsets? I think this is an upset. I like this as an upset. I mean, the Steelers, the offense just has too many question marks. I love DK Metcalf, but you also got Garrett Wilson as a wide receiver on the Jets to kind of even that out. Aaron Rodgers might have the mobility of a fucking tree at this age. I don't know if he's going to be able to move inside the pocket. Justin Fields likes to run a lot. So if that run game is good, like the Jets' O-line could be, and like Breece Hall is good as a running back, I might... Like, it's pretty even for me. This is why it's an even game. So I would not be shocked if it's an upset. So I'm picking the upset. I got to pick some upsets this week. I don't think I've picked an upset this week. So there you go. That's my upset. The Steelers could definitely go 9-8, 10-7 this season, though. We'll see. Just like they always do.
Now, if they start hot early in the season and they start losing, then that kind of just goes up.
All right, 4 o'clock. Nope, I'm kidding. It's not 4 o'clock yet. Last game. 1 o'clock game. Now, I know what you're thinking. At first glance, you're like, oh, this is not close at all. But the Giants have a really good defense. Might have a really good defense this season.
No, at first last year when I was looking at the Commanders, I was like, wow, this team's pretty good. And then they did good in the playoffs, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Holy sh! No one expected them to be that good.
I was like, okay.
No one expected them to be in the Final Four, dude. That was crazy.
I was like, okay.
They went from 4-13 to the Final Four, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Commanders, I expected to do that. I expected to do all that.
Well, the Bengals went.
The Giants.
This is really good. I think this is very favorable for the command. I'm going Commanders. I don't want to pick Giants. I'll believe it when I see it. I want to see a good team on the Giants and not a team that just keeps losing all the time. But that preseason, dude, they went 3-0 in the preseason. They looked really good as a team, but those are backups. I just got to see the cohesion on the actual team. I got to see it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jane Daniels could have a sophomore slump, though. It is possible. That does exist. And that's when, like, team gets film on you, like in your rookie year, and then you just don't perform as well the next season. It's very possible, but I think it's too good. I think the team's too good for that. I think they'll be fine. And honestly, yeah, I think they're winning. They're at home, too. Count me in. Home game. The bottom team is at home. Remember that every time. All right. 4 o'clock. This is 4 o'clock. Titans, Broncos. You got the number 1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. facing the Denver Broncos, who I think kind of overachieved last season.
I mean, like, this is kind of another one of those games where you like think which one is worse.
A funny narrative. The Titans played the Bears last season, week 1, and the Bears had the number 1 pick, Caleb Williams. And now it's come full circle where the Titans have the number 1 pick now, and they're playing somebody, week 1. The Bears won. Bears won that game. But it was not close. Sorry. I mean, it was not like, it was very close. It wasn't high scoring. It was not a good game to watch. It was like 17-20 or like 14-17, but it was like Caleb Williams had 90 passing yards that game. Like, it was terrible. It was a terrible game to watch. I think it was a defensive touchdown. That's why it was kind of high scoring. But yeah. So what do you have here? You did. You're going with the Titans. I don't like number 1 overall picks. Like, no, week 1. Yeah, I think I don't like the Broncos. So this shows I'm unbiased. They're gonna win this game. They're just. It's a tough draw for the Titans because this is a really good defense you're playing week 1. So, yeah, I think they'll win this game comfortably. I do see the upset, though. That's why I have upset alert. Seahawks hosting the 49ers. Seahawks got Sam Darnold now. And the 49ers lost a lot of wide receivers, a lot of good people on the roster that left. I think Hufanga left, Greenlaw left, and Deebo Samuel left on the offense. Mark Purdy is still QB. They lost two defensive players who were household names, and they lost a household name offense. Also, their receivers are getting injured. I don't like it for week 1. Give me a Seahawks. Give me the fucking Seahawks. It's a big game though, because the NFC West could be so good this season. It is so close. I could literally see any team finishing 1st or 4th. I'm not even kidding you. I could see the Rams winning it. I could see the Cardinals winning the division. I could see the Seahawks or 49ers doing it. There is so much balance in this division. It's a really good division. Like every NFC West game might have the big game label over it because it's so meaningful. 2 NFC West teams going at it. It's massive. It's huge. You got to get ahead and on other teams in the division to win this one for sure. I'm going with a little bit of an upset, quarterback-wise, but not really. I like Sam Darnold. I like Cooper Kupp on the Seahawks now. The receivers just scare me for 49ers. They're so, but CMC could, Christian McCaffrey could single-handedly win this game. I just on the ground. But I also like the Seahawks defense as well. So, there's, every team is just so solid in the NFC West. All right. Great game, man. All right. Oh, shit. Whoops. I clicked the wrong button. All right. Next up, Lions, Packers. This is...
Now, this is funny because, last year, everybody was, on, the Lions, talk to about, the whole season.
As they should have been.
I mean, they're really good.
As they should have been. They were 15-2, dog.
I don't think they're going to repeat that.
No, they won't. They're not going 15-2 again. I believe you. I agree.
I think it was just I think they had that momentum, and then they had that one-time thing.
Oh, I know the reason they lost. I know the reason they lost in the playoffs. It's because their entire defense was injured. They had 13 injuries on defense. And, like, they were kind of holding on the whole time at the end of the season, and they were doing really good about it. But then the floodgate just opened against the Commanders.
And that's also why
Because all those games were close.
I didn't really count on them at the end. They were so hot for period.
All those games were so close, dude. Like, and high scoring.
Yeah, if you go that hot for that amount of time, you're gonna have to die off soon.
That doesn't necessarily mean they'll die off. It's just, like, really hard to keep that up, for sure. Especially if you're playing with, like, an entire defense injured. That means, like, one of your units is weak, and you have to rely on your offense or your defense to kind of carry it. And that's really hard to consistently do, for sure.
But yeah, I could see them going on
Yep. So what I'll say is Ben Johnson's gone, who is their offensive coordinator for the Lions. He is on the Bears now. So they lost some coordinators, but they still have the same team. Aiden Hutchinson's back, who got injured like week 5, and he was dominating the sacks column before he got injured. So if that defense comes back and they come out like roaring like Lions, this team could be dangerous, man.
I mean, yeah, they can pull off. I don't think a 15-2 is realistic. I think they can pull off.
We're not talking about the season. Let's talk about this game. So they're going against the Packers, who just got Micah Parsons. The team is very hyped right now. And I'm going to go with the Lions. I like it. I like the split. I like the split for sure.
I think it's upset for Packers.
Okay. You think it's an upset? I think it's an upset. They're at home. This is a divisional game. They're both favored to make the playoffs. I think this is a... They're both Super Bowl contenders as well after the Micah Parsons trade. No, I don't think Packers are. But that's what they're saying. That's what most people are saying. I don't think they are personally. Like, it's a little too overreactive for me. I still don't trust Jordan Love. That much. There's a lot of powerhouses in the NFC for sure. Like, yeah, they just seem like they'll either win a playoff game or they'll just get bounced in the first round.
I will say maybe
Mhm.
I'll say maybe like
It's they still have a lot of questions on offense too. Like, can someone, dominate as a wide receiver 1? Can someone become like a star-studded player on the offense? No one really has. So I like the Lions' consistency in this one. We gotta hurry up. We're like 30 minutes in. Texans, Rams. Matt Stafford's back. Is kind of like injured, hurting. That scares me a little bit for the Rams. And if he's not playing, even if he is playing, I like the CJ's still on the Texans. Joe Mixon's not playing for running back on the Texans. I do like the rest of the team, though. I trust the defense more than the Rams. I like the Texans.
you think Texas now having a little bit more experience like you guys have experienced. You think this is going to be a little bit better?
Do I think their Okay, so you're asking me about Texan season?
You think their season will be a little bit better now?
I'm going to tell you right now. I think the Texans have a great shot at getting the 1 seed in the AFC this year.
Okay.
Because they're in a bad division, right? You got Jaguars, who finished 4-13 last year, so you don't know how good they're going to be. People think they're going to go like 9-8, 10-7. That doesn't matter because they were bad last year. You got the Colts, whose quarterback is Daniel Jones now, or Anthony Richardson. Very not good quarterbacks. Pretty just subpar team as well. And you got the fucking Titans, who just had the number 1 pick. So a pretty bad division and a great team whose only problem last year was an offensive line if that offensive line is even a little bit better, They might just sweep the whole division. Like, go 6-0 in the division. And not to mention, they got the Rams here. If they win that game, like, they got a pretty favorable schedule, too. You know what I mean? Like, they could definitely win the AFC. Like have the number 1 AFC seed because they'll win more games than any other team. Just because of how bad their division is. That's kind of what matters to me. That's how I judge, like, 1 seeds. Off schedule, off division, off, like, how good your team is. You know? So, yeah, I think the Texans could be really good this year. Yeah. All right, let's get moving. Sunday night. God damn. AFC divisional rematch. This, you know what this comes down to, in my opinion? Roster. It has to come down to roster. Which roster do you like more?
Now, I'll say though, I think Lamar has gotten a lot better than the last couple of seasons.
Oh, for sure.
I think people been like hyping up his run game. People kind of like sleep on his skill game.
For sure, they have. Me myself included. I thought he was a running back his first season, and every year he's kind of proven he's better. He's a lot better than that, bro. He's insane.
He can throw it if he wants. That's what I'm saying. But like, those have always been good. Like, you can never leave the Bills up to call them. They've always been good.
They've always been good because of, in my opinion, one player. Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the single reason this team is good, which scares me and makes me pick the Ravens, because if Josh Allen is at all injured, and I saw this in the preseason as well, the Bills are fucking fucked. They are, dude, they're like falling apart. Yeah, they fall apart. Like, can you do me a favor and name like 4 players on the Bills? Other than Josh Allen? No. Maybe barely. Barely, but if you ask like an NFL casual, right? They probably can't. He is the entire team. Legit. Yeah. But it's, I don't want to shit talk the Bills because they're going to win the division. They're going to win the AFC East as long as Josh Allen stays healthy. They're going to blow, I think they'll blow it out of the water. They'll be just fine, but like, in terms of like depth and roster, I gotta go with the Ravens. They also like to, they know how to beat the Bills early in the season when they play them. It's just the Bills beat them in the playoffs, which is weird, but Ravens know how to beat them in the regular season. I'm going with the Ravens, and you are too. And this is unbiased because they're an AFC North team. All right, Monday night, Vikings-Bears. I can make this very, very simple for you because it's week 1. We haven't seen a single snap from J.J. McCarthy, who's the Vikings quarterback now. And, you know, Bears have gotten a lot of hype this offseason, just like they did last. But I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it last season. I believe it a little bit more this season. They were hyping the Bears. Caleb Williams, the number 1 pick. And they thought their roster was good enough, and then they forgot about the offensive line, apparently, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck fans just forgot that the Bears, like, having the number 1 pick is not a good thing. Yeah, not a good thing for your first season. It could be, but history doesn't. History says if you think that the number 1 pick is just going to automatically send your team to the playoffs, you're delusional. You're delusional. It could happen, but like the fact that you believe that every time, it's crazy. Just because the roster looks good, you can't believe it. I believe it more this season because they have fixed a little bit of the offensive line. They got a new offensive coach, and Caleb Williams just has more experience now in the NFL. So I trust them more than the Vikings right now, just because I don't know what that quarterback is going to be like. I have no idea. And you agree? It's really hard to replicate a 14-3 season from a quarterback no one even knew was going to be that good. So, props to the coach for doing that. Props to Kevin O'Connell, but J.J. McCarthy has never looked that good in college, and he hasn't played anything in the NFL. So, until I see that, I'm not picking the Vikings. So, there you go. That's going to be our picks, guys. 40-minute video. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, dude. It's week 1. We got talk. We talk about like the outlook of teams, because sometimes, like we just did, we talk about the matchups, like we always do every week. So a little bit more to talk about week 1. That's why it's a longer video. And we're back, bro. NFL's back. You fucking excited? I'm excited. Let's go, man. Tomorrow night, dude. Oh, I'm excited. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Let us know your week 1 picks in the comments. Let us know your favorite team, what record you think they're going to have, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Hakuna Matata.